Good morning. We are Team Notitia. I would like to introduce our team. This is Debbie Benavides, right? Yes. Vanessa Medina Flores, Thomas Clark, and I am Joe Davila Ibarra. And we are Team Notitia. As ACC makes its way to guided pathways, one thing we found that may help the college maintain outstanding faculty and staff, as well as the support for needed improvement of college operations, we have found that the creation of a unified communication portal would best benefit the college.
I don't know if you guys remember when you first started working here at ACC, but when I started about 3 years ago, I was given this little piece of paper, and it was created by one of the admins, and she tells me, this is what you need, this is everything you're going to need to do your job. So I thought, okay, I'm going to run down this list, and it's going to be easy breezy, and I will get to work. 3 weeks later, I found that it was not easy breezy because I had no idea where to go for most of this stuff. It was kind of like a rat race trying to figure out who I needed to talk to, what exactly I needed to do for these accesses, and how to go about doing it all together. And as I moved into my role and I started helping with bringing on our hourly advisors and counselors, I realized that it wasn't an issue that just pertained to me or in my direct department, but it was something that was happening all over student services, the breakdown in communication between department and department, trying to get the procedures done and the processes done. Our hourly counselors and advisors were usually brought in when we needed spur-of-the-moment help during peak time where we really need them to get there to help us with our students. And it was taken maybe a week to a week and a half to get them actually able to sit in front of a student and have the tools that they needed to do their job. As I got into the leadership program and spoke to more people around the college, I noticed that it was a district-wide problem that was happening, and it wasn't just our campus that just didn't know what they were doing, it was entirely just a breakdown happening. So that's when we came up with our idea.
We surveyed several departments, including student services, accounting, and human resources. And when asked what challenges do they face in gaining access to ACC resources, their responses were delay in processing and no clear point of contact. We also surveyed what techniques can be developed that it will improve communication within our department. Some of the responses were request access to find information and to see procedural updates. We also surveyed, when asked what changes would we like to see, their responses were 24 to 48-hour email responses and one place to find and access all systems and information in a search engine.
That is why we are proposing to create an employee portal that gives our staff and employees requests to access, find information, see procedural updates and changes, all in one place and all pertaining to the position that they hold here at ACC.
So with all those recommendations that we got from different departments, we created a mock-up of what a potential employment portal would look like. If you notice on there, it looks similar to what you would see in your normal email server, or if you were to go on to like MSN or something like that. So it does have filtered news feeds, so all of the stuff in the middle, the main portion that you see for your eye, that's going to be information and news that's coming through from the ACC website and different media releases that are coming out from ACC. Off to the left, you do have access to where you can go straight into your assigned email for work, along with action alerts, any sort of news updates, help desk link, as well as directory links. And for new faculty and staff, it does have a new employee tab on there as well. If you click into that new employee tab, similar to what Debbie was talking about, it does have links and accesses that are going to be variable dependent on your position, as well as your department, to what accesses that those department staff need. Going through what we believe success would look like for this program, we think that support and access is the first one. It's the most. It's the reason that we created this project, is to have easier system of support and access, and make it easy to use for not only our staff that we currently have, but for new staff that's being onboarded. Along with that, we do want to promote changes that are coming along to the college. So every single one of these projects that's approved today, we would want to see that promoted and easily accessible from the portal. Along with that, we do want to streamline communication. As has been mentioned a couple times today, we have a lot of campuses. We also have a lot of service stations and centers that we have around the district. So being able to communicate from office to office, campus to campus is important. And then ultimately creating a system where you can unify all of our systems that we have. We have a ton of different programs, systems, stuff like that. So being able to create a unified service for all that would be really important.
Thank you, Thomas. So how do we start here and get there is a question. So we would need 3 things to make this happen. And I believe you'll be pleased with what we've chosen. So the first, of course, is your support. Your complete leadership support across the board, and that would be for the access, promoting access to interdepartmental resources, pre-existing resources, that is incubators or cross-collaboration teams to make this happen. The second, of course, is your continued commitment to the sustaining employee excellence, and that is through one communication plan, one leadership that captures once, said once, done once, and duplicated onto one portal for one communication. And then, of course, the best for last, this is resources. Pre-existing resources that currently exist within our interdepartments, and that would be empowering employee excellence through access to pre-existing and current departmental resources. That is alignment of ACC technologies as well. Through these both, we can support this proposed centralized communication portal and make it happen for IntraStaffNet. So that is, in short, one college, one leadership, one quality unified communication plan for one unified district.
Overall, we think that having a unified communication portal that, one, extends to the staff starting off, ultimately could extend to faculty, and then finally to students. But having that start off with our staff not only would create a more unified campus, a more unified staff, but it would also help service the students as far as getting information, make sure that all of the information that they're receiving is the same, from campus to campus, service center to service center, person to person. No matter what question you ask at a different campus, you're getting the same answers and the correct answers and the most up-to-date answers. We believe that having this system will create that unified bond within the campus. As our motto is, start here, get there, it applies not only to the students but to our staff as well. We'll open it up for any questions.
If I can just add, when presenting our proposal, it's clear that our employees want and desire a better way of streamlining communication across ACC district. Any questions? Q&As? Nothing? Cool. We were perfect. Thank you.